chart our way. Hey, it's the IWDM50 strong end, a journey through the past where dreams transcend. From his wisdom we rise and we thrive, honoring the legacy, keeping hope alive. So let's raise our production and let the world know Imam W. Dean's leadership will forever glow. Together we celebrate, together we stand. 50 years of guidance, we work hand in hand. Hey, it's the IWDM50 strong end. Together we'll shine, let the love never end. So let's raise our production and let the world know Imam W. Dean's leadership will forever glow. Together we celebrate, together we stand. 50 years of guidance, we work hand in hand. Hey, it's the IWDM50 strong end. Together we'll shine, let the love never end. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Say it, I know you've been waiting for it. You've been waiting for me to say it. We cannot be stopped now.
Adherence to the program. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Martha.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you this morning?
Not good.
It'll get figured out, brother.
Inshallah. Inshallah. And I invited Sister Martha on because we were talking about the event. And at least let me see if I got enough. Let me know if you can hear this. Can you hear that?
No, but make sure that you're sharing your sound when you share.
Yeah, I got that. But it has on my end, the screen share is paused.
I see.
And I don't know how I paused it, but okay. Now hit resume and that's not working. All right, but at least they can hear you, okay?
Yeah,
I was playing the promo.
Yes.
So if you want, you can, do you know about heart?
I do not know it by heart, but I appreciate you thinking that I got that kind of memory.
Okay. Well, I won't ask you to sing it there, okay? How about that?
Ma'am, Adam, if you make me host, I'll do that for you. That's not
okay. I'll do that.
We hear it faintly.
So,
go to participants and make CWC host.
I see your name, Sister Martha, but I can't make you host. It's not allowed you to do that here. I don't see.
Well, like we can hear it as a background.
Yeah, it's faint, but we hear it.
Oh, you hear a little bit?
Yes.
All right, let's restart it. See if I start it over there.
Cheer, 50 years of love and life, we're here. Celebrate legacy. shine so bright. Among WD's vision, guiding our mind. It's the WDM50 strong and a journey through the past where dreams transcend. Promise we thrive, honoring the legacy, keeping hope alive. 3 years of joy, a generational call. Leaders emerging, we're growing tall. From community life to human excellence. Together we strive to magnify this great existence. Hey, it's the IWDM50 strong and a journey through the past where dreams transcend. We rise and we thrive, honoring the legacy, keeping hope alive. Yeah. A cultural extravaganza, performance on stage. We'll celebrate our story, help us turn the page. With every heartbeat, we work and play. In the spirit of unity, we chart our way. Hey, it's the time to be strong and a journey through the past where dreams transcend. All this we rise and we cry, honoring the legacy, keeping hope alive. So let's raise our production and let the world know IWD's leadership will forever glow. Together we celebrate, together we stand. The years of guidance we work hand in hand. IWDM50 strong and together we'll shine, for love never ends. Let's raise our production and let the world know IWD's leadership will forever glow. Together we celebrate, together we stand. With the years of guidance, we work hand in hand. IWDM50 strong and love never ends. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Y'all heard that, right?
We heard it faintly, but yes, we heard it. The words good, but it was the music we didn't necessarily hear so clear.
Okay, well, and it's good I was sitting down because I was literally dancing, but I don't want to see y'all. But we invited Sister Marshall this morning to talk about the WDM50 event that's coming up, and since I can't share my screen, and I had this live production. Do you have on your computer, Sister Mom?
So I don't. I'm actually on my phone right now. I'm headed to work, but
not a big. So, but tell us about it. You know, it's coming up, and there's a lot of information out here. Some saying it's sold out and things of that nature. Can you clear that up, and in case somebody wants to register and they can, tell us about it, please.
Sure. Assalamualaikum. 1 moment. Adam, can you stop your screen sharing? On my screen is showing your screen sharing is in block your face. Very good. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much.
so yes, assalamualaikum, and thank you so much for inviting me to be on your show. I really appreciate the opportunity. And this morning, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Muhammad-Newark, and I am the program coordinator for the IWDM50. As you heard in the song, the Strongin, right? And so we're used to saying weekend because that's just the language of the environment that we live in. But we know that as students of Imam Muhammad, rahimahullah, that Strongin is a term that was coined to be in opposition to that theory of things being weak. And so we were celebrating 50 years of the impact of Imam Muhammad's leadership. And that weekend is filled with all sorts of activities that are even being finalized to this day. So alhamdulillah, we're really trying to make sure that we get as much as we can into this weekend as possible to commemorate those 50 years and what that impact has been over time as well as beyond the Imam's passing. And so the weekend will begin, as is customary for many of our events. It's going to begin with the Jummah at Masjid Allah in Philadelphia, where the majority of the programming is to occur. So we'll start with that Jummah, and then we'll have a chance to, see each other and talk to each other after the Jummah, grab some lunch. There are a couple of meetings that are scheduled after the Jummah. Many of the events that we do when we have larger groups together, we try to schedule an imams meeting. The difference with this meeting is that it'll be an imams and community leaders meeting. So if you are a community leader that heads up an organization or group in our community, you all are invited to attend that meeting as well. And at the same time, there'll be a business meeting happening. So for all of those who are involved in business, have an interest in business, there will be a business meeting that happens at the same time as that imams and community leaders meeting. So we try to, as much as possible this weekend, not make people choose to go between various different meetings, but those meetings happen to be at the same time. And then following those meetings, so we're doing something unique, which I really like, and that we are going to that meeting, we're going to gather as a community so I don't know if you've ever been to Masjid Allah, but on the front steps, I'm calling them, on Washington Lane, we're going to take a community picture, and we're going to take two. So the first picture is the imams and community leaders. So many of the people who came out of that imams and community leaders meeting are going to be in that picture, as well as others who maybe, chose not to go to the meeting but fall into that category. There's going to be a picture of those community members. And then there's going to be a class of 1975 picture. So I know you said, what is the class of 1975, right? This is not school, right? But, it was just a unique way to say, for those who were in this community in 1975, when the imam assumed leadership, we want to be able to capture that in a picture. And it doesn't matter if you were 22 or 52 in 1975. If you were in this community at that point, you're invited to be a part of that picture. So we imagine that it's going to be many people in that picture, and we welcome it. That's pretty much why the location was selected for where the picture's going to be, because it's a large space. From there, we're going to have our opening session, which starts around 4:30. And that opening session is entitled IWDM, the Man and the Impact. And that one is going to be facilitated by Layla Muhammad and the Muhammad family. And so they're going to do a presentation as well as have a panel discussion. And then we'll even do a film viewing. She shared many times that Imam Muhammad loved the movies, and so they're going to give us some insight into the imam as a man, right? Because we often think of him as a leader and what that symbolized, but we can't lose sight of the fact that he was a man, he had a family, all of those things. And so we're looking forward to the family being able to share that. And then they'll open up for a panel discussion for us to ask questions. So that'll be the opening session on Friday. And we're going to have Mava open that program up for us. So they'll do the color, the presenting of the colors of the flag. We also then are going to have our street festival. So there is a street festival that is planned for that evening. It begins at around 7 p.m. and it'll go until 10 p.m. And we have, so what we tried to do was break up, which I think we were successful in. We broke up the performances for the weekend and the banquet to represent two distinct groups in our association. So on Friday night, we're going to have many of our younger artists that we will be promoting and, listening to their music. And I'll just share a few of them with you. And just tell me, I'm going to keep going until you Okay, good. So Zayd Hamid, whose stage name is Side Effect, he's going to do some spoken word for us. Salima Raj out of Brooklyn, New York is going to perform. She's a singer who many of you may know. Sister Kilana is a local Muslim hip-hop artist in Philadelphia. She will also be performing. We have another spoken word artist, Sister Nasuni. And then we have Brother Yusha and the Five Men Unit, their area, and that's a group of rappers. And Sister Shahida Jeffries, I'm not sure if you all are familiar with her, but she's also in the DC area. She does a lot of promotion and marketing type activities in our community. But what you may not have known is that Sister Shahida is also a DJ. So we are going to have Sister Shahida be our DJ for the evening. And we try to, have in this performance lineup as many of our community members as possible. So it was really nice to be able to incorporate Sister Shahida into the show as our DJ, DJ Salt. And actually, you can check her. You can check her out. She has a website, djsalt.com. And I'm saying that at this point because many people may be looking for Islamic artists to listen to throughout the day. djsalt.com. If you visit that, she has the music playing online all day on her website. So check that out. So that's Friday. And we'll be on the grounds of Mashallah enjoying ourselves. We have right now the count of vendors is probably somewhere in that 30 range, and it continues to grow. So we'll see. Maybe we'll land with about 50 before it's all over. But yeah, you'll have an opportunity to visit with vendors and purchase things that you see on site. We will have some merchandise for IWDM50 if you just want to grab that to commemorate the event. And so on Saturday, what we'll start with is we'll continue these plenary sessions. So that opening session, IWDM, the Man and the Impact, will continue to Saturday, where we're going to now look at presentations that cover decades of Imam's impact. So we'll start with 1975 to 85. We'll move on to 85 to 95, then 95 into 2008, and then we have our last session, 2008 into the future, that'll come on Sunday. But those other sessions will happen on Saturday. The basic structure of them is that there's going to be a presentation, there's going to be a panel discussion.
There's some thought that's given in regard to that, because I'm quite sure that even those that will be glad to be there in person would like to have something like that for keepsake, and then just think about a progeny, how this could be passed on to them. That's my question, and I'll ask that question again in another week. Marsha, please.
No problem.
You might run out of questions now. You know that. So
I'll be prepared to answer it next week too. And so what I'll say is that it has come up in discussion. I know some of the audio visual pieces that we're working on solidifying right now. Those include some videography, and so we're just trying to make sure that we get the best price for our money, so that we're able to do as much as what we want to do for this weekend as possible. There had even been some conversation about participating virtually, and so those conversations are still happening, and inshallah we'll have more information perhaps to present next week.
okay, all right, so that'll be timely then. So that finality update could be updated, so hopefully more I's will be dotted and T's will be crossed. Thank you so much, Sister Marsha. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
It's next week in terms of Thursday.
Whichever
No,
you want me on, but I'm sure brother Mark is talking about the MGM.
Yeah, New Day.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be your last visit, before the event itself. So, we wanted to try to do it maybe say a couple of weeks before, so that there's still some things, just like you were just explaining. There's still in motion. Hasn't been finalized as of yet and everything. So just stay tuned between these Islamic platforms that we have. Zoom, AM360, New Day for Al Islam Community Radio, that we can get the updates, especially questions, valid questions such as that. Because we know that there'll be some people for whatever reason won't be able to come, but they have an interest and a concern as to what took place and all of that. So these are the questions that we have to ask, to the chairperson, Marsha Nivens. Thank you so much, Sister Marsha.
Thank you.
Again, thank you, Sister Marsha, for coming on. And I got information to share. But the main thing is the website. What website do they go to?
www.IWDMcommunity.com. Again, www.IWDMcommunity.com. And you'll see the information as soon as you get to the website. You'll see some flyers there. You can just click on them and it'll take you to the page where you're able to look at various different things, from registration to vending information, to sponsorship, the flyers, the programming for the weekend. All of that information can be found on the website.
Thank you very much. Inshallah, we'll conclude our program. We got about 3 minutes left. And I'm going to try one more time to get my screen sharing. And if I can, inshallah. Hold on a second here.
Recording stopped.
See if this works. It's not going to work, I guess. All right. Well, I'm out of the technical business. So inshallah, we'll see everyone next week. And getting ready for you, man. Yusuf Ramadan. I'm not sure if he's on yet, but he should coming in a minute. Inshallah. He should be coming in a minute. Because he's up next.
Gather round, it's time to cheer. 50 years of love and light, we're here. Celebrate legacy. it's the IWDM50 strong in a journey through the past where dreams transcend. From his wisdom we rise, we thrive, honoring the legacy, keeping hope alive. Hey! 3 days of joy, a multi-generational call, new leaders emerging, we're growing tall. From community life to human excellence, together we strive to magnify this great existence. Hey, it's the IWDM50 strong in a journey through the past where dreams transcend. From his wisdom we rise and we thrive, honoring the legacy, keeping hope alive. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. A cultural extravaganza, performers on stage. Come celebrate our story, help us turn the page. With every heartbeat, we work and play. In the spirit of unity, we chart our way. Hey, it's the IWDM50 strong in a journey through the past where dreams transcend. From his wisdom we rise and we thrive, honoring the legacy, keeping hope alive. So let's raise our production and let the world know Imam W. Dean's leadership will forever glow. Together we celebrate, together we stand. 50 years of guidance, we work hand in hand. Hey, it's the IWDM50 strong in. Together we'll shine, let the love never end. So let's raise our production and let the world know Imam W. Dean's leadership will forever glow. Together we celebrate, together we stand. 50 years of guidance, we work hand in hand. Hey, it's the IWDM50 strong in. Together we'll shine, let the love never end. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Say it, I know you've been waiting for it. You've been waiting for me to say it. We cannot be